it's actually at the stage where it is problematic if you are involved anything in the WNBA to not hate Caitlin Clark. They were like, in the NBA, if you were...
One moment, the Indiana Fever were laughing, practicing, vibing like sisters. And the next, everything blew apart. A bombshell dropped out of nowhere. Caitlin Clark, suspended. And before the WNBA could even breathe, 2 more names hit the floor like shattered glass. Sophie Cunningham, Lexi Hull, gone. Walking out, leaving the Fever, leaving the league. The trio, finished, together. But the reason behind it, no one saw this coming. Before we jump into this whirlwind of chaos, smash that like button, subscribe, and brace yourself, because this might be the most emotional Fever storyline ever told. It started on a quiet morning in Indianapolis. One single email. Caitlin Clark is suspended for 1 game. No details. No explanation. No warning. Coaches froze. Players stared. Fans went silent. And Sophie Cunningham? She didn't flinch. She slammed her locker shut and whispered, "If she's gone, I'm gone." Lexi heard it, and without hesitation echoed the same.
What happens when you're next to Caitlin Clark? You get access to things that you normally wouldn't get access to. And I think that's obvious for everybody to see. When you're next to Caitlin Clark, it's gonna, instead of people looking at it like she's dimming everybody else, like she's turning up the lights on everybody else and making everybody else shine brighter. Sophie Cunningham is a prime example. Well, nobody really, like, people say, oh, she's a beautiful blonde, blah, blah, blah. She looked the same way last year. Wasn't nobody really checking for her. You get her next to Caitlin Clark. Now she's on Good Morning America. Now she got Arby's deals. Now she's everywhere.
I'm not staying either. Nobody knew how deep their bond had grown. Nobody realized these 3 had been glued together since training camp. But today, the world found out. It started innocent. Caitlin cracking jokes in warm-ups. Lexi bringing snacks for team flights. Sophie defending Caitlin during tough practices. Golf trips. Viral photos. Late-night conversations about pressure, fame, noise. A trio nobody expected, but one that became unbreakable. They weren't teammates. They weren't co-workers. They were family. So when Caitlin got suspended, it didn't feel like a punishment. It felt like an attack. Inside the Fever offices, alarms were blaring. If Caitlin leaves, the franchise collapses. If Sophie leaves, leadership disappears. If Lexi leaves, team chemistry dies instantly. This trio wasn't just popular. They were the culture. Phones were ringing non-stop. Emergency meetings erupted. Coaches begged for answers.
Your game and come into this game and for her to do the same on your side?
Yeah, well, I remember last year when we were here, I was talking to Nelly about her shoes because obviously, like, in the basketball world, like, you don't, like, you wear the team uniform, like, it's your shoes that are the cool thing. So I was, like, asking her about her shoes, and she was like, oh yeah, like, these are kind of basic. And then it's been cool to kind of watch over the course of the last year. She got to put in a lot of time to create her own PE, and very unique to her and what she's passionate about in herself. And obviously somebody that's very, very deserving, and it's been a top of the sport for a long time now. So I've played a few rounds with her even outside of here for some other stuff, and it's really fun to get to watch her do her thing up close. Like, talk about making it look easy. Like, it just is so easy for her, but at the same time, like, she's just a good person. Like, she's chill, she has fun with you out on the course. But yeah, her shoes are pretty cool. I'll make sure they get home safely, and I'm gonna be rocking them.
But the trio had already made their choice. The moment fans will replay forever. Sophie quietly packing her bag. Lexi folding Caitlin's hoodie. Caitlin staring at her shoes with tears barely held back. No yelling. No drama. Just heartbreak. Sophie, if they suspend you, they suspend us all. Lexi, we're not letting you walk out alone. Caitlin, you guys don't have to do this. Sophie shook her head. We already decided. Lexi gave a weak smile. We leave together. Silence. Then chaos. News exploded. Commentators panicked on live TV. Fans flooded social media. What is happening? The WNBA is finished. This can't be real. The league scrambled, calls to agents, rushed statements, damage control. Nothing worked. The story was too big. 3 players walking out for each other? Unheard of. And behind the scenes, a mysterious door opened. Project B, a powerful new league offering multi-million deals. No salary caps. No politics. No suspensions over controversy. No media pressure. Just basketball. Rumors spread. Project B made one offer. We'll take all 3 of you. Together. Sophie raised an eyebrow. Lexi froze. Caitlin whispered. Together. Yes. Together. For a trio who refused to leave each other's side, it was dangerously tempting. Fans were furious. Protests broke out outside Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Bring them back. Fix this now. We want our 3. Inside, the Fever organization knew this wasn't a normal crisis. This was an emotional implosion of an entire franchise.
Remember, you just lose these players straight up. You don't get anything back for the players. They're gone. We didn't get anything for Temi, did we? No, exactly. Let's take a look at the list that I've concocted. Number 1, you gotta court Caitlin Clark. The General. Last year, she averaged 16.5 points per game over a 13-game period, 8.8 assists per game, 5 rebounds per game, 1.6 steals per game. She is the franchise. She is the captain. She is the leader. She is the soul. She is the sun of this solar system. And everything needs to be built around her, predicated around her. The pieces need to be put in place this year, unlike last year, to get the most out of Caitlin Clark's abilities. That means when free agency hits, you don't sign 36, 37, 35, 34. You don't sign.
In a quiet back room, the 3 sat side by side, hands locked, eyes red, hearts heavy. Caitlin, I don't want to leave, Lexi. Lexi, but we can't stay if this is how they treat us. Sophie took a breath. Then we stand together. One decision. One voice. Silence. Then 3 nods. They walked through the tunnel. Sophie on the left, Lexi on the right, Caitlin in the middle. Fans screamed. Reporters swarmed. Cameras flashed like lightning. But the trio didn't stop. Didn't look back. Didn't waver. They walked toward an uncertain future, but they walked it together. 3 stars. 1 bond. 1 exit. And the WNBA left in absolute chaos.
I was with my coach and I literally had no words, but after soaking in, I really appreciated the opportunity that Caitlin and Annika have really given me in Gainbridge. But even now, like, I still need to relish this, and I think I need to soak it in. So if you can ask me 3 days later, maybe I'll tell you.
Tom?
Hey, Caitlin, Tom D'Angelo from the Palm Beach Post. You appeared as though on your tee shot at 10 was kind of a relief after a couple of